Well, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you. Thank you, Chris. I'm so excited to be with you guys this afternoon, feeling and or evening, wherever you happen to be. I'm out of my time zone, like way out of my time zone. I'm Lisa Voorhees, Executive National Vice President, Independent Consultant with Arbonne. This is a Discover Arbonne, just an Arbonne business overview, kind of what it's all about. And I thought it was really appropriate to do it from Maui because Arbonne has actually, I've been to Hawaii uh, because Arbonne has sent me for retreats or meetings or earned trips, whatever. 22 times, if I'm counting right. I hope that I am. But yeah, we just feel super blessed, and our company is so amazing and so generous. And I was with corporate America before coming to Arbonne, and that was not my experience in corporate America. It was a fine job and all. Hold on one second. Let me get everybody muted again. All righty. It was a great job, and I was an account executive with a national cosmetics brand, but I didn't get treated there like I get treated at Arbonne. And plus, in a regular job, you get paid per hour or you get paid a salary to do a job. And it's really most of the time just you earning from you. It's a linear way to earn. You work. I was a salaried employee, and I had to get that job done if I was really efficient, which my boss said you can be really efficient and get it done in 30 hours. I never ever got that efficient. It was more like you have to get the job done though. So if it's 48 or 60 hours, that's fine. You still get paid the same amount. But it was just me earning on my hours. But with network marketing, and Arbonne is a network marketing company, we started 45 years ago. I started with the company 28 years ago. And, I hear some people say, oh, it's too late to get into a company or, whatever. It's been around a while. But I didn't even join Arbonne until it was 17 years old. And there were already a dozen vice presidents in my little city that I lived in. Nashville, Tennessee was a little city way back then. So it was amazing that it was already so popular, but there was still such huge potential there. And we're still at the same place. Arbonne is still, just a total ground floor opportunity because back in the day, 45 years ago, we started a company or Petter Mork started a company that didn't use animal byproducts, even though the word vegan had not been invented yet. So 45 years ago, we never have ever tested on animals. Our founder, Petter Mork, and still his heart is alive today in our company, was a lover of animals. He loved people. And excuse me one second here. Okay, sorry. He loved people. He loved animals. I had a message pop in from my daughter. Just wanted to be sure everything was okay back in the home front. Anyway, but he loved people and he wanted everyone to have an opportunity. And I know there are so many ways to earn money today with the gig economy and that kind of thing. But even with a gig economy, even with Uber or whatever, Instacart, you're going to drive for Instacart or you're going to do Fiverr. It's still, you're trading your own time for money. Even if I make $200 an hour or $500 an hour as an attorney, I'm still trading my time for money. I'm not really able to earn on what others, when I mentor and teach someone, I can earn on their efforts as well. And to, I guess, a small degree, if you owned a law firm, maybe that would be the case. But it's limited. And so with Arbonne, it's unlimited. We are a network marketing company because our founder had a heart for people that just wanted to work at something, to have an opportunity to have business ownership. I've been partaking of that for 28 years. And because of that, mainly check out earnings.arbonne.com because we are going to be talking about earning money and we want you to get a complete picture. So check that out for how much time it takes you to build on average and what the average earnings are at each level. The nice thing about Arbonne is they let you do what you want to do. A lot of people sign up at Arbonne just to get a bigger discount and to share a little bit. They're really not in it to earn. But if you are in it to earn, the potential is huge. My husband was able to completely work for free as a pastor for 22 years because I worked to build my Arbonne business and I earned and still do at the top levels of the company. So there's gig economy there, there's a affiliate type of money there, but there's also this wonderful piece of network marketing potential where you can earn a little by teaching and training a team to do the same thing that you're doing. So I have two of those people that I helped, and they're with me today, and they're such dear friends of mine. And I wanted to introduce Deanna was my family practice physician back in Tennessee over 20 years ago. And I shared Arbonne with her in a really clumsy way. I was terrible at it when I first started. And she saw the potential, though. She was such a visionary. Even, then she had giant belief and giant dreams, and she wasn't afraid to go after them. I, on the other hand, was a scaredy cat, always worried that something wasn't going to work. And so I sponsored up definitely when I sponsored my friend Deanna. So Deanna, would you tell us a little bit about your journey and why sort of you were attracted to Arbonne?
Sure. Hey, thanks so much, Lisa. It's so great to be in Maui again with you. I don't even know how many times we've been here, but I love it every single time. It never gets old. And I'm directly in the sun, you guys. I would love to just show you my view back here is incredible. If you can see that, that's my view. There you go. I'll give you a little taste of what I got going on in Maui. Anyway, yeah, so I got involved with Arbonne. Lisa shared it with me. I was working full time as a family practice physician. I was working 60, sometimes 70 hours a week, and I had 3 little kids. And quite honestly, I just wanted more time with them. And I saw this as an opportunity. And I can remember telling Lisa, if I could make enough in Arbonne that I could reduce my hours to 3 days a week in medicine so that I could spend more time with my kids, that would be an absolute dream come true. And so, that's really where I started initially. That was at the RVP level. And basically, Lisa gave me a system. She gave me a plan and said, this is what we're going to do. Here's how to do it. I followed it. I had full confidence in her that she knew what she was talking about. And guess what? She did. It worked. 9 months to the day, I promoted to regional vice president. I was able to go part-time in medicine. And, was from there decided, why would I stop? This is absolutely incredible. The company treats me so amazingly well and so many perks and just great things that with this company. And, I just wanted to continue growing. And so, very quickly grew to the national vice president level. I was stunned. And, Lisa mentioned earnings.arbonne.com. Earlier, which kind of tells you what's typical from an earnings standpoint. But for me, when I reached that level of the top level national vice president, I was blown away that anybody could make this kind of money in that period of time, because here I had gone through 8 years of college, from undergrad and med school. And then I had 3 years postgraduate training after that before I could really even start to earn a true income. That's a long time. That's a lot of education. And here I was, about 15 months into Arbonne, and I was basically, working Arbonne part-time and making essentially the same amount of money as I was in medicine. Shocking. Okay. I had absolutely no idea because I knew nothing about network marketing or what the potential was. And so that's really a little bit of my story, my background. It has been absolutely one of the most incredible things that I've done. So many blessings because of this business, from the people I've met to the things I've been able to do, the life I've been able to create. And really, I can remember back to a meeting that Lisa took me to in the very, very beginning. And there was a very famous person. She happened to be the president of Arbonne at the time. Her name's Rita Davenport. And she basically said these words at that meeting. She said, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And then she said, the best way to know where you'll be in 5 years is to look at the last 5 years. Okay. Because that's going to kind of tell you, give you a good judge of where you'll be. And she said, if you don't like where you're going to be, okay, doing the same thing is not going to get you there. So, basically, change what you're doing. And I can remember thinking at the time, my gosh, I'm having to work harder every single year to make the same amount of money in medicine because of the way reimbursements were being cut and so forth. And I thought, if I do this for 5 more years, I don't think I can make it. Because it was so much work, so much effort. And, I thought I'm going to probably have a heart attack from the stress. So anyway, I decided to make a change. And this was completely outside of my comfort zone. It was, not something that I had on my radar, but I saw something here, and I'm so glad that I did. And it was then that, I was told, hey, just talk, you basically just need 3 people who are interested in doing this with you. Who do you know who needs this? And I called my very good friend, who is also a nurse. She has her master's in nursing, Dana Korn. From Toledo, and we'd known each other for quite some time. And I said, Dana, I want you to do this with me. Okay. There are products here that I know you're going to get results with, and I want you to do this with me. And Dana came on board and also built to the top level of the company. And so she's here in Maui with us today as well. I want to pass it on to you, Dana, just to share a little bit about Arbonne, about our company, about why we're different, what it is that we're doing, and what you've seen, because I know you've also spent a significant amount of time in the medical field.
Absolutely. Thank you, Deanna. And I mean, where else can you like run from the pool and have your hat on and be able to share, with people about an incredible opportunity? So, thank you, Deanna. I am forever, forever, ever, and ever grateful that Deanna shared this opportunity with me. I was not like thinking this was something I had in mind. I knew, that I was looking for something different. But when Deanna called to share this with me, I was like, this is definitely not what I have in mind. And I remember like her sharing like about Arbonne. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Deanna, you're crazy. But I remember the evening she called to share this with me, and I was pacing in my bedroom. And by the end of the conversation, I'm like, okay, you can come and you can share about this. I couldn't tell her no, right? She's one of my very dearest friends. And so when she came and shared about Arbonne, I was very, very intrigued. And it just has changed my life forever. I mean, at that time I thought if I could make $1,000 extra a month, I mean 300 would have been very significant at the time, but $1,000 extra a month would have been life changing for us. And of course, you always want to visit earnings.arbonne.com. My husband is in the ministry, and I knew that I would always have to earn income. So just that extra 1,000 would help to alleviate some of that stress for me. So I started an Arbonne journey. And what I found, despite my reluctance in the beginning, is that we have amazing people, an amazing process, and amazing products. And when Deanna called to share Arbonne with me, she said, Tina, you need to do Arbonne because you need this product that we have. And it was a product at the time that helped stabilize hormones. And I always chuckle at that because she just knew me so well and how much I really needed that. But what I found again was that the people were amazing. Lisa came to my house with Deanna that very first time to present Arbonne. And I was just in awe. I was in awe of Lisa's wisdom. I was in awe of the information that Deanna shared on health. I mean, I was the girl who picked up the Shape magazine, the Health Prevention magazine, all the different magazines at the time. Of course, we didn't have internet back then. It seems like so long ago. That dates me. I was 2 at the time. But anyway, I was that girl who was so interested in that. And so I just really fell in love with the information, and Lisa and Deanna sharing it was just so intriguing to me. And of course, the process, I will never forget Lisa sitting down with me the next day after I had my friends over for a presentation and telling me, I wasn't a wholly convinced at that point, to do this business. And just some, why or would or not be successful at this, and kind of shared the process with me. And it was super clear. It was super simple. And I loved that because I can duplicate simplicity, right? And then of course, the products have just stood the test of time over all of these years, 20 some years. Here we are, with the most amazing clean products that have changed my life from just I wish I had the time to explain all the ways that the products have impacted my life and my health. It's been amazing. Just most recently, about an 80-pound weight loss that I've sustained for over the past 3 years, just because of our wellness program. So people, process, products, we have an amazing company. And what company in this universe sends you to Hawaii every single year and treats you like our company treats us? It's just so special every single year. And I brought a number of people over the years, and every single time they're like, this is unbelievable. And it really is. So I never know if this is a fit for somebody, but I always, always think it's worth taking a look at, and it's risk free. So take a look. And Lisa, I'm going to pass it back to you.
Okay, thank you. You guys, this is so funny, but I was trying to give you all the view from my room. So I was out on my deck, and all of a sudden, this thermometer comes up on my phone and it says shutting down heat, whatever alert. So I've been off trying to get my phone back on for a few minutes. I hope you guys were great. Well, yes. So I just wanted to sort of explain the way the business works. You can become a preferred client. It's just $29 to do that. We love it because our shoppers get to shop at a discount. Arbonne foots the bill for free shipping and free gifts with qualifying orders. And it just builds our business and builds our paycheck. And they are investing in us with that, right? So that's super great because we can offer friends an amazing discount. We can still make that override the commission money, but also we have an opportunity for override. We call commissions Tuesday money because our commissions through Friday get paid the next Tuesday. Our override, which is really what you want to go for, that's the network marketing part, gets paid once a month. And so you share the Arbonne products and business with people. We give them the respect of making up their own mind. We're not those people. We're looking for people that this is right for and that it would be a blessing for. I absolutely know there's some product that's going to change your life, and the business will if it's for you, if it's a fit. And that brings me to the consultant choice. It's just $65. I mean, it's not like a should I buy this house decision. It's should I go out to dinner? Should I spend the money? Not even any place special, just maybe Zaxby's. You could go for $65, a family of four. I don't know. But it's just not a big decision, you guys. And Arbonne doesn't like make you buy all these testers. And I mean, there are no minimum orders with Arbonne, no mandatory auto ships at any level because they really are in it. The company has a giant heart. They really are in it to serve people in the way in which they want to be served. And so that's really, it trickles down through our whole company. I call it the community of encouragement. So whether you want to shop and maybe get healthier or use cleaner products, maybe you just want to shop, but maybe you want to earn, you can just earn a little as an kind of an affiliate type of feeling where you just go, hey, this is my fizz or yummy shake on social media and reach out and share with people as you go. No big goals, no pressure ever. But maybe you're like me. I need to replace a full-time job. I didn't want to stay on the corporate hamster wheel. Hello. And so I was like, what do I have to do to replace this full-time job earnings? And so I looked at that top level and I just went for it. I was bad at the beginning of my business. In fact, if there was an internet at the time or social media, I probably would have been blogging about how network marketing didn't work. But the truth is, I didn't work. I was frozen. I just was scared it wasn't going to work. So I made it not work. It's the best explanation I can give you. But then all of a sudden, like, can you see the light bulb above my head? Because a light bulb went off and I was like, holy cow, this is the best deal in town. I share with people, I teach them how to do it, and then I make a tiny override on their Arbonne sales forever. It's so cool. And it's such a brilliant compensation plan. And it's for everybody, you guys. So you don't have to be a social media rock star. You can be like me. I'm 64 years old and it takes me a long time to talk to people with my thumbs, but still I'm successful at this business. Whether you want to share in person or whether you want to share on social media, it doesn't matter. We just use the products, we share the products, and we love on people where they are. And we bring them into our amazing community of encouragement wherever they see themselves. And so I would just say to you, talk to your Arbonne consultant. It's like no big deal to become a consultant and just say, hey, I'm in. If there's a chance of bringing in some money just because I'm using products that I love already, like mind blown. And the thing about it is, if you use the products and you just show it on social, guess what? Your makeup, it becomes a write-off on your taxes. What? Yes, shampoo, same thing. If you talk about it on social media and you're an Arbonne consultant, it's an expense that you can expense off your taxes. It's just the best ever. And then you begin to turn that into a team and you begin to turn it into a lifestyle and a life change. Like the concept of designing my own life was so foreign to me. I thought, oh, that's just too good to be true. It's too good to be true, but I'm living it. I've been living it for 28 years. And so I would just tell you it's absolutely true, but it's totally up to you. And that would be the last thing, my one question quiz. Can you work on your own or do you need a boss? Because if you need a boss to push you and to make sure you show up, you'll always have a boss, my friends. But if you can boss yourself, it's worth so much to you. It's worth the freedom of a lifetime. So I just encourage you to take a look at it and get with your Arbonne consultant if you want more info. But like, if you just want to jump in, that's so cool too. So thanks so much for being on, and hello from Maui. We'd love to have you here with us next year. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.